Okay. Yay, we're recording. Okay, you guys, I'm so excited. And Elissa, thank you for being here and doing this for us. We love you.
Thank you.
Yes, Elissa is going to be sharing her online party strategy with us, and I cannot wait. So we're going to let her take it away. So let me spotlight you, and I'll mute everybody else.
There we go. Oh, I'm in the spotlight today. So I'm Elissa. I joined Scentsy in April of, what year is it? 2022. I wanted to say 2021 so bad, but it's only been, I think this is my 4th full month with Scentsy. And so far I have done really well thanks to my customers, my family, my friends, and some of the tips that I'm going to share with you guys today. As far as about myself, I love the color pink. Pitbull, my dog. And by Pitbull, I mean Mr. Worldwide 305, baby. But today we're going to talk about parties. And so all of the parties I've done so far have been online via a Facebook group and the link that through the workstation. So even if you invite people that have friends and family that don't have Facebook or aren't on Facebook, they can still share that shopping link. And all of the 7 parties I've hosted, with the exclusion of 1, have qualified, which means that they earned 200 PRV or more, and I was able to get every single host so far at least 1 half-off item and some free credit to order free Scentsy, essentially, or to get some money off of something they were wanting. So we're going to share some tips and tricks today. One of the tips to qualifying, before I start everything else, one of the ways that I've been able to get everyone to qualify is if you have somebody that's so close to that goal by the end of their party and you're like doing your laundry and you're like, oh yeah, I do need some more washer whiffs. Maybe place your own order through their party. It seems kind of counterintuitive. You're still getting the commission on it. It helps them to reach that party goal. And then you can use the perpetual party rewards for something back for yourself if that's what you want to do with them. And perpetual party rewards, that's the next note I have on here, is use them. Do not forget them. Like myself, I have forgotten a few times now that that's a thing. So when you're closing out a party, you'll see it in the link when you go through, that it'll show you, here's how much money you have in host credit, here's how many half-off items, and you're putting the whole host order in. The perpetual party rewards are in this own little tab over here. So it's hard to see, hard to remember. If you do forget, try and make a note for next time so you don't forget, but customer service was able to help me before. So yeah, that's kind of my starter tips and tricks. But then we're going to go into, so how I book. So first of all, what is the #1 thing that you want to advertise when talking about a party? That it is free. It is entirely free to host a party. Anyone can do it. Anyone can do it. The #1 thing people want to know is what they can get out of it. If I'm just Sally down the street and you're asking me to host a party, don't say, oh, well, it would help me grow my business and it would help me with this and we can get you to try some stuff and all your friends can buy Scentsy. You want to tell them it's free. We're going to get you free stuff. It's going to be great. We're going to have a good time. You want to put yourself in their shoes to think about what you would want to get out of a party. And you want to do that all the time, but especially for parties because we are a party business. And so, yeah, everything you do with a party, think about if you were the customer, if you were the host of this party, what would you want? What would you expect? Host-wise, games-wise that you play in the group, host goodies, ways to earn free stuff. It's really important to make sure you think about your host more than just, what am I getting out of this? What am I getting out of this party? So the next thing on here, how I book, through posting. So I do, of course, post on my Instagram occasionally, in my Facebook VIP group. When you're posting about things publicly or privately in a VIP group, you want to always keep curiosity there. So if you post something about it, you don't want to say, here's how much you have to spend to earn everything. Here's how it works. You don't want to give too much information because then it gives them a reason to come and talk to you and be able to start that conversation. So the other thing I do is party packs. So with every party that I've hosted so far, I've sent out, I don't have one around me, but I've sent out a little party pack to my host with some free goodies, samples, because again, if I was a host and Lauren brought some goodies by my house when I hosted a party with her before I joined, free stuff or stuff that you can touch, smell, see, that's what's exciting. That's what I know I love. So I always put together these party packs and either ship them out or drop them off. And I always go and take a video, take an Instagram reel, take a picture and post that so that other people know, hey, if you post a party with me, I do these party packs. I always try to make sure I put in there that, hey, you might not get the same exact stuff that's in this box in your party pack, but I always want to treat my hosts. And then host rewards. So a lot of times with the hosts that I've had, they're all local, so I can get them shipped to me when we close out the party. And being able to take a picture of that and say, look how much Chelsea earned. Look how much Emily earned just by hosting this party. All of this cost this much because she hosted a party. Or look at all this free and half off Scentsy. Because that, when you post that, people are like, how do I get that? I want that. So that's as far as posting. And then asking directly. I don't know about y'all or if you've heard it already or not, avoid cold messaging people. Nobody likes Sally from back in middle school to message you, hey girl, you want to host a party? No, I don't want to host a party. I haven't talked to you in years. So you want to advertise your parties or ask people, when you're asking people about parties, you want it to be people that are already interested in Scentsy or have expressed, like they might have hearted a story or commented on something before, or maybe you've sent them samples before and now they're saying, hey, what's this party thing about? And you can talk to them. You don't have to wait for them to say, hey, what's this party thing about? But you can say, hey, did you like your samples I sent you? What about hosting a party to get you actual like full-size products for free? And I have some little templates on here. But so for people that like your Scentsy posts in your VIP group or anywhere, people that are liking your posts, commenting on your posts, just say, hey, I've seen you've been liking all my Scentsy posts. I would love to get you some Scentsy to try free and half off. What do you think? For when there's something new, when there's a limited time offer, if you know someone that loves Wally or the Moana items that we just did, if you just know somebody that loves those movies, reach out to them about it and be like, hey, would you like to get yourself a free, what's the chicken I keep seeing Lauren post? Hey, do you want to get a free hey? Scentsy buddy, let's host a party. You can kind of go from that angle, but you want to end it with, how does that sound? I would love, hey, I know you love Moana. We just released this hey chicken. I would love to host you a party to get it for free or half off. How does that sound?
Hey, Elissa.
Yeah.
Just real quick, because the Disney items we can't use for hostess rewards.
Oh my God.
Unfortunately.
See, I'm still learning stuff.
Yeah, so I know, I'm like, oh, I want to offer this because I want to, I want to have them get it for half off. And I'm like, wait, no, can't do that because it's a Disney item. See, anything licensed like that.
Yeah, okay.
But so we get your point. We get it.
I take it back.
But we know what you're saying.
But if there's something like, I think the summer collection, like I have the cucumber cactus water, like stuff like that maybe. So I'll rephrase it. Not Disney. Let me back it up and not use that.
Right. Okay, go.
So then when you're new, like me, I said I've been doing this since April, so this is my 4th full month. One thing that helped me a ton was to reach out to my close family and friends and phrase it as, hey, I'm trying to grow my business. Would you be willing to help host a Scentsy party? You get free and half off stuff out of it. I get to grow my business a little. How does that sound? Would you be willing to help me out? You want to make it, again, more about them than about helping you, because it's your business. Why should they care other than they're your friends and family? But hey, you get something free out of this. I get to grow my business a little. It'd be great. What do you think? And then lastly, any past party hosts for a new catalog season. So I'm going to wait on doing this because, like I said, I've only been doing it since April, but I had some party hosts, my mom, my sister, my friend Chelsea. that hosted some spring summer catalog parties. So as we get a little closer into the fall, I might say, hey, do you like fall scents? Do you want to maybe host a fall party now that the catalog season's changed? And if they say no, they say no. Or just people, I posted to my story, I posted a poll that said, do you like summer scents or do you like fall scents? And to everyone that answered at all on this poll, all they had to do was tap. I messaged them and said, hey, if you love summer scents, July's the last month for it. I'd love to host you a party and get you free and half off. What do you think? To the fall people, I said, I'm so excited for fall. I can't wait. I'd love to send you some Happy Mail. And in that Happy Meal and then following up with that Happy Meal, I fully plan on being like, hey, here's all these new fall stuff. Let's host a party. But yes, okay, so as you've heard me repeat a million times now through every single one of those scenarios, always end with a question, but not just a question. How does that sound? What do you think? Would you be interested? Something like that, so that they have the chance to say, no, I wouldn't be interested. I don't really know about that. And maybe you can talk to them a little bit more without being pushy. But how does that sound? Gives them a chance to say, that sounds good, I'd love to. Or, hey, you know, I've tried parties before, that's not great for me. Always give people a chance to say no. It's not mean when they say no. It might hurt our feelings a little bit, like, I was really hoping to have another party booked for August. But they just don't want to host a party. You don't want people to host parties just to do it. So these are the two dead phrases that you never want to use. Like I said, you always want to ask a question. You always want to phrase it to what are they thinking? How do they feel about it? Don't. If not, that's fine. If no, I completely understand. Because then you're already putting no in their mouth. You want to give them a chance to think about it. If they're kind of on the fence, they can voice that to you. Right, Lauren said in the chat, you're already giving them an out. Don't give them an out. Let them give you the feedback. And another one is just let me know. So sometimes this is actually how conversations go, where you're like, if you want to think about it more, let me know. It kills it. It kills it. It puts the ball in their court to come back to you, and they won't always be thinking about Scentsy, whereas you are. If you rephrase just let me know to, okay, if you want to think about it, that's great. Can I follow up with you in a week? Can I follow up with you next month? So that way you have a date that they know you are going to reach back out again about it, that they have time to think about it, and it doesn't kill anything off. Last thing I have on here for how do you book? Happy Mail. I love doing Happy Mail so much. It's my favorite. So I send out Happy Mail for a bajillion different reasons. I could do it the whole training on my Happy Mail. But basically I have two different cards that I put in there, and I think I just printed some out. I have host a party scratch offs. So it has some little information, and it says if you book a party, you can redeem this scratch off. You can buy the scratch off stickers from Amazon. And then also I started last month where I made a different card that says something similar, but on the back it has August parties and it has all the different party dates that I could do. So that way they can see in front of them, look at their calendar and say, yeah, I'd like to book a party then. So again, I'm still fairly new. I can't say, oh, these work 100%. Lauren says, do you send that in your thank you mail after someone orders? I have the two different ones. So it depends on who the person is, kind of if I have talked to them, but I'm more likely to use the August one that doesn't have the scratch off than I would the scratch off. The scratch off one guarantees somebody a free product, which is coming out of my pocket. So you want to use those kind of more sparingly where it's friends and family, unless you have free product to give galore. So that is how I book. Is there any questions? Can you guys unmute if you have any questions up to this point about how we book?
I don't know if anyone else can unmute themselves, but y'all can definitely try.
Or in the chat.
Yeah, or in the chat. Definitely drop in the chat. I was gonna say, so your postcard, your scratch off postcard, but that is, so you only give that away though if they book a party, right?
Nope.
You only give the scratch off
Nope.
away.
Nope. So the scratch off says on it, if you book a party with me, you get to redeem the scratch off. So this is something to encourage them to book the party.
Okay.
So this also guarantees, so through the host bingo, we'll get into that in a little bit, but like the host bingo you have, that has the 3 different free products. So if they don't qualify, at least they have the scratch off.
Gotcha.
I have not kept good track of who I've sent these scratch offs to, because I just haven't come up with an organization for them, and I was doing them from like day 1. But so it's basically if people tell me like, hey, I have this scratch off, can I use it? You should.
Yeah. Maybe you can post in your VIP group like, hey, does anyone have this? I want to redeem it or something like that.
Yeah. Yep.
But I think that was it for my question.
Anybody else before we move on? That's how to book parties for the first part. I promise I'm not gonna try and make this take too long. Okay, so how you prepare. So now you have booked the party. Hooray, congratulations. It's so exciting. The first thing I do is I made this party checklist, and I already posted this in the group. If you search in our Sent to Bless group, you can find, just search party checklist and it'll come up. And you can print it off, and this helps me with every step after you book that party. So it starts with, hey, message people directly to ask them about hosting, which is already done if you've booked it. Once they say yes, be excited. You want to be so excited because it's exciting that they're hosting a party. We're going to get them free stuff. Woohoo! I also have on here to get their phone number, email, and their address, as well as picking dates, which normally when you get them to say yes, that's when they kind of pick the date. But you got to have dates to have a party, right? So that's all the first stuff on here. The second thing, I use the app Canva to make a header photo in advance for everything. If you just want to have one little photo that has their face and your face and the dates and that it's a Scentsy party. I found out from compliance you can't use the word Scentsy in a group name, party name, anything like that. So sense is the word that we can use. So that's all of that. The party pack I mentioned. So I always put something together ahead of time for my hosts to give them something to get excited about. A lot of people put together really big thank you gifts for hosts, which is also great. But for me, them having a successful party is because they did all the hostess coaching, the bingo, they did everything. So their rewards from Scentsy, their hostess rewards, are what they earn. The gift from me, the party pack, is to get them excited, to give them something to post about, like, hey, I'm hosting this Scentsy party. It gives them a chance to smell. It gives them, I always put goodies in there. I have this big old bag of scrunchies. I always put scrunchies in there because it's not Scentsy related and it's fun and it's exciting. Think about what you would want as a host and when you would want it too. And then also on the party checklist. So again, this is in our group. You can search party checklist. You'll be able to find it and you can look through all of this and edit it as you need it. I definitely had a curse word on here that I had to edit out before I posted because I had to remind myself not to mess the end date up because that's something I did a few times. So I have all of the PWS steps. So when you set up a party in your personal workstation, when I first did it, I was like, what is going on? It was a little chaotic. It was a little stressful if you don't know what you're doing. So hopefully this from me to you will help you. And this has helped me every time to say, when I'm going in the Scentsy website, what do I need? Oh, the party name. I already wrote that down. The host's full name. Here we go. Her phone number, her address. Top of the sheet. And then setting up the Facebook group as well, which I know Jen mentioned in one of the comments that, oh, well, I like to keep my groups public. So again, everything on here, edit it, make it work for you. So whatever works best for you. So that's on how I prepare. Is the main way I prepare is through this checklist and through the host party pack. As far as how I run them, I have been doing them for 3 days. I know some people do a week. Thank you, Lauren. I love my checklist. It makes me happy. I have been doing mine for 3 days. I know some people do a week, but I like to keep it short and sweet. Friday's payday for a lot of people. The weekend and Sunday night, the last night. So it's like, oh my gosh, I'm sitting on the couch on a Sunday evening. Sure, place an order. So just kind of like keeping it to the weekend, keeping it party, keeping it fun. That's how I do it. Some people like to space their posts out more and do it for a whole week long to give everybody a chance, give people more of a chance to get in there. That's just the way I personally have been doing it, and it's been working for me. So that's always good. I have a post schedule that is also on the second page of the party checklist. I got this from a mock party group that I'm a part of. So if you've never had a party before, you have no idea what to post when you do. There are mock party groups that have literally word for word. You can copy them, but always make everything your own, because we don't believe in, what is it, plagiarism? Anyways, I have a post schedule on here. So these are all the posts. Basically, it covers every single type of product within the 3 days. I think it's spread out to be about 1 hour apart each day. I sit and schedule these forever, but then it's done. I have 3 games that I have scheduled. One's for Friday, one's for Saturday, one's for Sunday. So 1 game each day, 1 winner each day. And then some kind of like this or that funsies throughout. You want to make sure you're interacting with people. One of the great things about scheduling posts is you don't have to sit there on your phone all day long, every single hour to make the post. But you do, when you see a comment, you want to be able to respond back. If you get a message, you want to be able to respond back quickly. It's about the people. It's about interacting with them, having fun. And another thing I do that helps these parties, even if the party isn't as successful, getting the people that are in that party to create interest or a like or be able to be a future customer is important. So anyone, and this was a party where it was literally only 2 people interacted. I have another one somewhere. But anyone that comments in the party, anyone, gets written down on this list for me. And when the party ends, if they placed an order, there's a check here. So, oh, these people actually commented, interacted, and ordered. Some people don't. Some people just don't have the money, don't know what Scentsy is, it's not enough time. So I message them, hey, thanks so much for commenting and participating in so-and-so's party. I'm sending out some happy mail and I'd love to send you some. Would you be interested? That way, everybody loves free stuff. Happy mail is free stuff. It's free samples. And it's happy mail. It has it in the name. So that's a great way to then when you send them the happy mail, now they have your information. They have some scent under their nose that they can smell. And it creates that lead. Some people, I don't know if I'm at this point in my notes yet. Oh, okay. That's later. So yeah, keep track of who's interacting, even if they don't place an order. And yeah, like Lauren said, even a postcard with a scratch off sticker or just something small, little thank you for participating that gives them your information. Bing. For the people that do order, however, you want to thank them as you go. I saw in the mock party, or maybe it was when I had my party with Lauren before I started, that she had this cute little graphic that just said, thank you for your order. And she would post it and tag the person and maybe mention what they got. Oh, Lauren just picked up a 6-pack of her scent circles. I'm so excited for you to try them. And then somebody else in the group would see that and maybe be like, what's a scent circle? She got 6 of them. I want 6 of them. Or maybe I just want to try one. So thanking people as you go through messaging them, posting in the group, sending them happy mail or a postcard like Lauren said afterwards. You always thanking people that place orders is more important than it, because they just gave you their business. It's nice. always end each party with an invitation to host their own party. You can just post something in there. Hey, did you have fun during this party? Let's host you a party. Or if you don't have the budget for this, you want to host a party and get stuff free for yourself, that's great too. You want to end with an invitation to host their own party, an invitation to join your VIP group, and then you want to also, if you unlock a join special, this is something I talked with Lauren about, trying to build my team. If you unlock a join kit because the party qualifies, make sure to end with an invitation for that. I told myself I was going to keep this quick. Does anybody have questions? That's on how I run them and how I prepare. Oh, Jesse posted, I'd love to print that. It's in the group. Checklist is in the group. I believe a lot of my buyers bought from me not just to get Scentsy, but to help out. See, that was what I was about to. That's in here. That's in here. And that is important to me. I did little gift bags for my first time customers and left a small note saying thank you. Yes, yes, gift bags. I love gift bags. I love making little gift bags. It makes me happy. Okay, so we're gonna move on into hostess coaching. So for me, or what is hostess coaching? So hostess coaching is, instead of just being like, hey, you wanna host a party? Cool. And then the party's done. You wanna talk to them and you wanna get them feeling like they know what they're doing here. They know their part in this and how they can have a successful party. You wanna build them up, you wanna coach them. So host bingo, and I got half the stuff I'm talking about in here is from you, Lauren. I learned so much from Lauren. Now I'm just taking it and running with it. But the host bingo, do I have a copy of host bingo anywhere? No, it's on my phone. See, Lauren said I learned from others. We're all just passing the information around, sharing the love.
Do you want me to show? I do have my host bingo card right here. Is my camera showing you guys?
Yes, I can see you, but you're
Can you see me? Host bingo. This, I can share this in the group too.
There you go. Lauren's got a bingo, she'll share it in the group. But like I have on mine, I can read, and it's probably very similar. But I have comment on each of my posts. So you want your host to be interacting. And I use this bingo to coach people because I tell them, if you follow this bingo, not only will you get prizes from the bingo, but it will help you to have a successful party. So it has on here, invite 20 to 40 friends, because you want them to invite people to the group. That's like a free space, basically. Message people you invite to let them know you're having a party, because nothing sucks more than when my neighbor from the second grade is hosting a Pampered Chef party or a Scentsy party even, and invites me, and I have not talked to them in a long time. You can tell that it's just because they're just inviting random people. So when you message someone like, hey, I'm hosting a Scentsy party, I invited you, would love to have you, blah, blah, blah. Share your personal link on your page, so that gets them posting to people that they're hosting a Scentsy party. Send me your wish list, which helps with learning a little bit more about what your host likes to kind of tweak your party post towards that. Ask me anything about being a consultant. That leaves open the door to a join conversation. Share your favorite products on the party page. So that helps their friends and family that they're inviting to this group see that they use this stuff and they love Scentsy too. And then nominate 3 people to host next. That keeps it going. Perpetual party, baby. So yeah, the host bingo is really how I do that. I also send them a copy of the host rewards, all printed out, all cute on my little sprinkled. It's not gonna focus. Anyways, where it says if party sales are 200 through 350, you get 20 to 35 in free product, this many half offs, that little thing. So that helps them, setting them a goal, saying this is your goal. For host coaching on here, I also have nightly check-ins. So every single night of your party, or every once a day, whatever it is, you want to check in with them and say, hey, we've had this many orders already. Here's how close we are away from rewards. Keep up the great work. Be sure to thank, if somebody placed an order, say, hey, your friend so-and-so place this order, be sure to thank them so that they can individually thank their friends and family too. And yeah, just respond to any questions they have. Keep the communication open with them. Like I mentioned before, it's not just, hey, host a party for me. It's, I'm hosting a party for you. How do you think this is going? Here's how I can see on my end. It's like teamwork. How you thank them. So for my hostesses, like I said, I do the party packs at the beginning. I get a lot of goodies from me, freebies at the beginning. So when it qualifies, they're already earning free and half off. And I might throw in, then they have the bingo rewards. They have maybe the scratch off. They're already earning a lot towards the end. So for me, thanking them comes in the form of dropping off that host order with a thank you card. And yeah, the party pack, the pre-party pack is kind of my thank you. And then how you follow up. Here we go. I don't know who said it. This is the part I was looking to get into because this is the part that gets me fired up. So how you follow up. So you want to follow up with your host on their goodies that they got. Obviously, you want to say, hey, how are you liking them at certain intervals? And personally, I'm working on building more of a connection with people, like personally. So just, hey, how are you doing? How's your kids? How's your dog? How was your trip to so-and-so? So many ways to kind of build that connection continually with that host going forward. But you also want to follow up with the guests. So remember, I said, anyone that places an order from the party, follow up with them. Anyone that doesn't place an order but commented or interacted in any way in the Facebook group. I told you I messaged them about Happy Mail, then I'll send them Happy Mail. Then I'll follow up on that Happy Mail, and then I'll follow up with them as a person. But I offer those people who interacted to join my VIP. I normally make a post about it in the party group, and a lot of people just join my VIP group from there. I don't message, hey, join my VIP group, because then on top of that, I'm sending the Happy Mail that has, join my VIP group. So I don't want to be VIP, but that is a good point to offer, hey, stay connected with me through my VIP group. That's a good point. You want to follow up with guests to let them know their order shipped. For people that did place an order, be excited. Hey, your order finally shipped. Here's the tracking. Oh my gosh. When they get it, check in. Hey, I saw you got it. Are you liking it? And you want to now treat them like a customer. Because even though they ordered through a party, they are now your customer. Treat them like it. Like, I'm going to take care of you for your next order and the next order. This is where I wrote it. We're finally here, guys. However, please realize some people only shop parties to be able to support their friends and help them earn free stuff. Did your mind just explode? Some people only buy. I had my past party this weekend. Her mom ordered. And I know it's her mom because I'm good friends with her and I recognize the name. And so when I messaged her, I said, hey, thanks so much for ordering, da-da-da. She said, anything for my crystal. So that gives me the clue that, like, hey, she's really only doing this so that Crystal can get free stuff, right? But you still want to keep it open enough to where, do you have a Scentsy consultant already? That's a great question, because I had a girl the other day tell me, I said, do you have a Scentsy consultant already? And she said, nope, but I do now. And that was a good feeling. So it's really about keeping it open. That I have learned is a great question. It's a great opener because some people do already have Scentsy consultants and they love Scentsy and they know Scentsy, and that's why they purchased from this party, was because, oh, my friend is doing it. I love Scentsy, so let me order to support my friend, but I already have my Scentsy girl over here that I normally get. Stealing customers from another consultant is like, for me, I'm like, no, but I can't say I haven't done it. Because there's a girl I know that was a Scentsy consultant and is now not. And someone had messaged me like, hey, are you a Scentsy consultant? Absolutely, I am. So rocky waters there. You want to be respectful of other consultants, and that's why it's a good question to ask. But yes, put yourself in other people's shoes. Because if they bought from this party because this is my favorite spray in the whole world, but normally I get it from Lauren, but like my friend was hosting a party with Elissa, so like I bought one from Elissa to be able to support whoever. You want to put yourself kind of always try to understand where this customer is coming from, whether they purchased or didn't, or just think about what these people are thinking. Put yourself in their shoes before you kind of act on it. Before you send them a happy mail, think about what should go into that happy mail. Before you send them a message, think about past correspondence you had already. And that's kind of like the best part. I saved it for last. So yeah, just casually through conversation. That's how you determine these things. Ask them, have you ever tried Scentsy before? Do you already have a Scentsy consultant? Following up in how they like their order. I've had some people be really, yes, this is Scentsy fresh and cactus cucumber. What? Cucumber and cactus water. Yeah. Oh, no, I still have one more note on here. Do not be afraid of shipping. I have heard some people say, oh, I only do local deliveries. I don't ship stuff. I don't ship stuff. If that's you and that's where you want to be, that is fine. For me, shipping things has been a huge win because I can reach people in North Carolina, South Carolina, trying to think where else I've shipped this stuff to. Places in Maryland that are like further than an hour drive for me now. Being able to ship stuff, it does cost. Obviously, shipping costs money. The return on investment that you get from shipping a party pack or shipping a Happy Meal, even stamps are expensive. Every Happy Meal I send out, I put like good juju on it. But I said, here's this stack of Happy Meal. Do you see this? This is a stack of money. And not like, oh, this is a stack I spent so much money on. This is a stack of potential customers and money that I am gonna earn from sending this stuff to these people and send it out into the universe. And then yeah. So that's everything I have. Thank you, Lauren. I love your positive vibes. I try to stay positive. But that's all I have on partying for now. I had Danny in our group message me the other day like, hey, I saw you posting about parties, and she had some questions. I was so happy to help her. I was like, here, girl, here, have this, have that. So if anybody on the call now or anybody watching the recording has questions about parties, how to set something up, let me know and I will try to help you the best I can. And other than that, that's all I have. Lauren, you're still on mute.
Oh, there we go. Yay! Thank you, Elissa, so much.
You're welcome.
Does anyone have questions? I can unmute you if you need to be unmuted.